beautiful ones. Welcome back to the sanctuary. Your only one sanctuary speaker, where I speak the truth, and I'm one of many to speak the truth, and so I open these doors of the sanctuary so you could feel the cozy vibe in this corner of the universe. So the message for today is to reevaluate your principles in this life, because a lot of people are consuming a lot of chaos. A lot of people are consuming a lot of unwell energetic pulls that are happening right now. And you have to reevaluate your principles in your life to continue the path that the divine wants you to walk in. This is the message for today, because it's crucial to know your principles that are being called to you to stand by in this existence of life, because standing on the principles of others that should not be named, because we're not giving power to these bitches. We're not giving our life to these bitches. But in this moment of time, food stamps are being shut down. That should tell you, like, these holidays that people have been participating were only rooted of energy harvesting your mind. They're trying to shut down the concept of Christmas. There's like a commercial that the big pop star, she was like the biggest influencer for that title, and she made a commercial, and the elves, you could look it up for yourself, the elves said we're shutting down Christmas, we're shutting down these major holidays that people have been participating for quite some time. So these systems are crumbling. That should tell you that these systems are crumbling, and you need to reevaluate your principles in life, because some of these major holidays that have been processed and ingrained into families, there were systems being placed. And it's a hard pill to swallow for people, because the truth is being revealed now. And it's a hard pill to swallow for ones that have been participating in these systems, and honestly, they're not going to know what to do. Some are going to be in panic mode, and some, some are going to be, participating in those chaotic energy They're going to be pulled to it. But this is a message to you to be aware. The divine is telling you to be aware of your surroundings. Who is trying to participate in those chaotic systems? Because they are not supposed to be around you at all. At all. Because right now, everyone is being called to be consciously aware, consciously, in tune with yourself, consciously, evolving, growing. And right now, they want to suppress ones with food stamp being taken away. And that is the truth of it all. They're trying to suppress ones to take their food stamps away, to cause that panic mode. Only to gain access. Only to gain access into their life, to continue this manipulation that has been ingrained. And so, the whole conscious collective is being called to create their own systems and stop relying on external, systematic, chaotic creations that are not rooted in evolution of life. These systems have been placed to suppress your mind, to suppress your awareness, to suppress every form of your life. So you won't be able to exit the life that they made you to participate. And I'm only speaking of the truth here. You have to build your own systems. You have to stand on your path. You have to stand on what you believe in, because you cannot believe external forces. You have to believe in who you are being called to be. So you could be the one to step forward for your family. 143 on the timer. 144 on the timer. This is a crucial time for once. And I cannot, this is a delicate time. And is not to be taken lightly. Because these systems are crumbling. And what are you going to do when these systems have... What are you going to do when these systems have crumbled and you have families to protect? You have families to protect. What are you going to do when these systems have crumbled? And these systems are not here to protect you, my dear. Let me tell you the truth. These systems are not here to protect you. These systems are not here to protect your family. They're only here to energy harvest your life so you won't exit. And it's a hard pill to swallow for once. Because this is the truth that is being exposed in this life. Okay? And there's a blue jay that I'm looking at right now. This is a crucial time for once. And for ones that don't know what to do right now, pray over yourself, pray over your family. Reevaluate your principles. Go inward so you could be balanced with yourself. Go inward so you could grow, okay? And so you could see clearly on what is being called in your life. Okay? Because right now is not a time to be fucked around. Because we have families to protect. We have families to protect. And a lot of these people have been suppressed for so long that some are not going to be able to get out and exit. This is the truth. Some are going to exit, some are not. Some are going to have the power to exit, some are not. And that is the truth of it all. So we have to protect our family because this time is crucial. Okay? This message is for everyone. Everyone. Every walk of life. Okay? So, stop relying on these brands. You know, if you want to have food for your family, start looking other ways, other solutions to supply your family. Like having your own garden. Times like these is a beneficial. It's really beneficial to grow your own stuff. Okay? It's beneficial to create your own life. And stop relying on these big corporations. Okay? You have to do solutions. You have to have solutions to supply your family because this is a crucial time for everyone. We are being called to protect. And just because their world is crumbling and non-existent anymore, because that's what you could say, because the truth is being revealed to one, if they really take the time to see. But some don't have the clarity to see because they're not placing growth and evolution in their life. So it's unfortunate, but it's the truth. But I'm only talking to ones that are hearing the call for growth and evolution. Because this is what is being called for us to grow in, to experience in. Because that world is non-existent anymore. Yeah, you could see it, but it's non-existent anymore. And to be honest, it hasn't been existing for quite some time. Once the switch happened, some were called, some were not. And so this is a call of awareness for ones that are participating, and also for the ones that are being called to switch into this mindset of consciousness. Because having a mindset of consciousness is where being conscious is where the answer will speak to you. Okay? Because I'm not here to speak on nobody's life, but I'm here to deliver a message. Okay? So I'm not obligated to have no responsibility on no one's life, because your responsibility is your own life. But I'm here to deliver a message to everyone, every walk of life. Yeah, I have to really be strong on that, because I cannot carry nobody's weight on me. And to be honest, that is the weight that you have to see in your life. And a lot of people right now are desperate. They're gonna do desperate things. Okay? So you have to be prepared on those ones as well. Because, yeah, they're gonna think that they're undetected because others might not see, but you are being called to see in your life. And I'm getting a call right now. So it's because they believe so dearly that they're moving undetectedly, when their presence is being seen, okay, by all. And I have to be so very strong on that. Their presence is being seen by all, okay? There's no one in hiding. There's no one in hiding. There's no one in hiding. So for the ones that are going to be desperate because they're going to want to mooch off of your life, because they see that the world is crumbling, so they're going to be desperate and want to mooch off of your life. But you have to protect your fields. You have to stand on your truth. 144 on the timer. You have to stand on your truth. You have to protect your life. You have to protect your family. You have to protect the community of life. Because it's not only you're living for one, you're living for all. And you're never alone. Even through these times like this, because I have to change, because now is just the time to speak to you and tell you, listen, even through this time, there's a bright light shining on you, okay? And you are that bright light that is shining to others, okay? So know that there's always help and assistance and support and love being brought to you, because we are all going through this together, okay? I'm going through this in my life. You know, others in the collective, we're going through this as a conscious unit, okay? I call it a conscious unit because we are all doing this together, okay? As we help one another, okay? We're all doing this together. So I call this a conscious unit because we are on guard to protect our family, but also on guard to protect others in the community, okay? So we're a conscious unit of unity. So know that you're always going to be protected, but this is a message of awareness to you to see where you might be participating, and also to see that you might have to reevaluate your principles. And by reevaluating and you know, changing things, it's only changing, okay? Changing your beliefs, changing what, it's like changing what you might eat the next day, you know? It has to come naturally, okay? It has to come naturally, all right? Yeah, that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting, is that it has to come naturally. It has to speak to you naturally, because your beliefs has to come rooted naturally, okay? Whatever that might be in your life, because I'm not obligated to speak on no one's behalf of their life, okay? You have to articulate that in your own way, okay? And it's like stopping a bleeding, like stopping like a scar that has been bleeding over time. Okay? In healing that wound, healing those wounds. Alright? And so I'm happy that I am giving you this message because, you know, we all need guidance from the divine. And maybe I might be this guide to you. And yeah, look how the sun is shining. So you can see clearly, okay? So you can see clearly. So you can stop the disruption. Oh my God. You know what word I'm talking about. In your life. You know, I'm not here to be perfect. So, and maybe that word needed to be said that way, because being imperfect is beautiful, because having and stating that you are so perfect in this life is a lie. You know, 111 on the timer. So yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for hearing the message that is being called in your life. Also, hearing the awareness that the divine wants you to see, and also to take charge and actions in your life to supply solutions to support your family. And also 144 on the timer, we are here to help others along the way of the path of ascension. And also we are here to help the evolution of Mother Gaia that is birthing us with life in every moment of our time. So thank you for being here in the sanctuary. I close the doors and thank you